to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, they close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous.
Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. Tonight, we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season with a good Monday nighter between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Minnesota Vikings. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Again, it's Taylor. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook. Now 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play fake. Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Taylor will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake. Whalen throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched the ball last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back.
Touchdown, Vikings! Irv Smith Jr. with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
62 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that...
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Vikings 7. Harrison Butker to kick off 14-2.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was...
And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
It's second down.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
He finds his man, Sky Moore.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. It in with Taylor. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
126 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards.
And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you.
He's got a man, complete.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
A big play there for Minnesota. 54 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And now here's a carry heading left. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover for his squad.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Vikings have cut it back within a score.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams are trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Houston. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the option to give to Taylor here.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Throwing on first down, Whalen. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Off play action. Whalen on the move to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On 4th down, Whalen.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
151 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Taylor.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And a design QB run in that spot, maybe trying to catch the defense off guard a bit. It didn't work, though.
Again, we're seeing that college influence come into the NFL. Quarterback run game on 4th down. We didn't see that very much in the previous years in the NFL.
No, seeing it more, saw it there, did not work out. Turnover on downs. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a good play, but he could not pull it in. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Harrison Butker, the kickoff for Kansas City.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
To throw on second down, Whalen, and that is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off the play fake, Whalen. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Dante Jackson picks it. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
Throw left side, complete to Tony.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Kadarius Toney,
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Vikings 14. Harrison Butker, the kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It got his man complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And that is incomplete. Was that the incorrect read or just more air on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a 4th down. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, the coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
159 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on that.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, that's one of the main responsibilities of a safety in any defense. A long way downfield before he's able to corral him, but that's why you have him on the field, the last line of defense.
He made the play. I don't know if it'll be remembered. They're probably so mad that the run went for that long.
Wonder if they were thinking pass in that situation as opposed to run and being caught a little bit out of position. Fortunately, he's able to track him down.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to air one out. He's got a man. Complete. A big play there for KC, and even 50 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
7-yard line. On pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Kadarius Toney.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
42. Vikings 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Off play action. Whalen. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
George Karlaftis
Able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
Buying time to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Chiefs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get...
He's got a man, complete!
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Chiefs are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd on the nose of the football. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Chiefs.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
15.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to let it go again. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart in points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback and a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Now a give to Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
At the 19-yard line.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today.
I told my boys, it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track out with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like Travis Kelce, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We run the street, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it open. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Colin Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just rode the jersey. It's the first half, and we done dropped 30. We just up to scoring them, boy, man. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on them dance. I can hear the music playing with them bands. Crowd going wild, dived in the fans. I'm locking in on them.